In this four-part presentation, I am demonstrating how to draft a piece of property. In part 2, I will show you how to place the property lines around the house. I'm drafting this typical residence using these measurements. You can download a diagram of the measurements in an Adobe PDF format for reference. Now that the house and garage are drawn, I will switch to a property line style and then select the line command from the toolbar icons. I will reset the anchor point to the back right corner of the house. I press the A key to enact the anchor point command, drag my mouse near the back right corner of the house and press the right mouse button to jump onto the house. Pressing the right arrow button will open the point polar command set to a 0-degree angle. I will enter a distance of 10.5 feet and press the enter key to set the first point of the property line. Now I'll reset the anchor point to the front corner of the house. I press the A key again to enact the anchor point command, drag the mouse cursor near the front corner of the house and press the right mouse button to snap onto the house. I will now press the apostrophe key to open the point relative command. I need to go 7 feet to the right, so I enter a +7 in the DX box. I need to go down 40 feet, so I enter a -40 in the DY box and press enter. I press enter again to end the line command. I start the line command again and press the A key to reset the anchor point location. I snap onto a back corner of the house. I press the up arrow key to open the point polar command. I enter a value of 47.1 and press the enter key. I press the A key and snap onto another corner of the back of the house. I press the up arrow key and enter a value of 62.1 and press enter. I press enter again to end this line segment. I continue the process by selecting the line command once again. I press the A key, drag the mouse cursor near the back left corner of the house and press the right mouse button to snap onto the house. I press the left arrow button and enter a distance of 25.6 in the point polar command and press enter. Again I press the A key and snap onto the front corner of the house. I press the apostrophe key to open the point relative command. I need to go 22.5 feet to the left, so I enter a -22.5 in the DX box. I need to go down 40 feet, so I enter a -40 in the DY box and press enter. I press enter again to end the line segment. Since this is a cul-de-sac lot, I will need at least one additional measurement to create a curve. The program requires at least 3 points to draw a curve. I will draw a temporary line 30 feet down from the front of the house to the property line. I start the line command. I drag the cursor near the front porch of the house and press the right mouse button to snap onto the front of the house. I press the down arrow key and enter 30 feet in the distance box. I press enter to end the command and enter again to end the line segment. Now I can extend the endpoints of the line so they intersect one another. I click on the line on the right side of the house. I click on the top endpoint and drag the mouse up on the design screen. The line will extend along the same angle as I drag the endpoint. I drag the endpoint past the intersection plane of the back property line. I click one time with the left mouse button to end the extension. Now I click on the back property line and click on the endpoint on the right. I drag this endpoint past the vertical property line and click again to end the extension. I will repeat this process to extend the horizontal property line to the left. Now I will click on the property line on the left side of the house and then the top endpoint. I will drag this line up until it crosses the back horizontal line and click again to end the extension. To draw the curve for the cul-de-sac, I select the curve command. I can select the command from the draw menu or from the toolbar icons. I will drag the mouse close to the bottom endpoint of the property line on the left side of the house and press the right mouse button to jump onto the endpoint. I will move the mouse to the bottom of the temporary line and press the right mouse button. I will then drag the mouse to the bottom of the property line on the right side of the house and again press the right mouse button to jump onto the endpoint of the line. I will press the Enter key to end the curve, creating the cul-de-sac lot. Now it's time to trim the property lines in the back so they stop at the intersections. I select the Trim command from the Edit menu. I click on the back property line and the property line on the right side of the house. The lines will be trimmed at the intersections. I press the F4 key to repeat the command. I again click on the back property line and the line on the left side of the house to trim the remaining two lines. Now I will click on the temporary line used to draft the cul-de-sac and press the Delete key to erase the line from the drawing screen. All that's left is to rotate the garage. I start the Line command and snap onto the back left corner of the property lines. I press the apostrophe key to open the Point Relative command. I enter a positive 11.41 to go to the right and a negative 47.9 to go down toward the garage, and I press Enter. I press Enter again to end the temporary line. I press the A key and snap onto the front right corner of the garage. I move the mouse cursor over to the end of the temporary line I just drew. I read in the status bar at the bottom of the screen that the angle is approximately 169 degrees. The garage is drawn horizontally at a 180 degree angle. I subtract 169 from 180 and determine the garage needs to be rotated 11 degrees. Since I am rotating the garage in a clockwise direction, I will need to rotate the garage a negative 11 degrees. I snap onto the front right corner of the garage to select the garage and set the handle to the corner. I press the R key to enact the Rotate command, or I could select the command from the Edit menu. I can drag the mouse to manually rotate the garage, or I can enter negative 11 in the angle box and click on the OK button. I can now select the temporary line used to calculate the rotation angle and press the Delete key to erase it from the drawing screen. The property is now positioned around the house and garage.